See that? Vibration is very powerful. What's up YouTube, it's your boy G back at another video. So today we're going to unbox and review a game controller here for PC, Nintendo Switch, Android and some stuff. This is basically for Switch, right? Or at least the company is originally for Switch. This controller is even called Switch Pro Plus Wireless Controller. However, this is a multi-platform wireless gaming controller. Shout out to Omelet Gaming for sending this one. They reached out and they said that they have a new controller. Basically this is one of their new product, on their lineup, and we're going to unbox it and share my thoughts about it. I don't have a Nintendo Switch right now, at least for myself. My kid has a Nintendo Switch Lite. However, we're going to try this to our Steam Deck. Right, and we'll see if it's actually going to work wonders with Steam Deck. Quick in the box here. So from the top it says Omelet Gaming, right? I like their logo there. It's number 3 instead of letter E. And then Omelet Gaming, controller will be like this. Switch Pro Plus wireless controller. Again, multi-platform wireless gaming controller. This is wired and wireless. You can actually use this even with while it's plugged in, charging, so that's good. It even has gyro motion sense aiming, which is pretty good, right? It has gyro, programmable buttons, haptic feedback, adjustable vibration. From the side it just says supported platform, Nintendo Switch OLED, Windows PC, Android devices. Of course, it doesn't say that it's supporting Steam Deck. However, Steam Deck is basically a PC, so it should support that, and we'll check it out. Contents, just wireless controller and a USB cable. Anti-friction thumbsticks, textured grip for your precision, advanced turbo mode, so it has some turbo customizable button, gyro motion and wake up mode, crystallized button, aesthetically pleasing to display, so we'll check that out. Multicolor RGB ring, of course, we cannot get a gaming without RGB. LED indicator for wireless connectivity and battery indicator. Dual vibration adjustment. Haptic feedback, ergonomic shape, programmable back button. Wired and wireless, and of course, multi-platform support again for the things that we mentioned earlier. So let's go ahead and open this box here. Again, shout out to Omelet Gaming for sending this to us. Man, this packaging tapes or their seal are not kidding. It's really powerful. We butchered the box. All right from the box. Oh, I like that. It's white outside, but it's black inside. Another box. All right, so box inside a box. And here it says Omelet Gaming, QR code. It says it's scanned for manual, right? So it did not include a manual on it. You have to search it from the internet, which is pretty good, because they can save some paperwork on that one, thus manufacturing costs and whatnot. I wonder why it's opening from this side, right? It's kind of like it's inverted. However, unboxing experience is pretty good. I like that it's all black inside, and there's foam here to protect that. And then a USB cable, right? That's of course USB Type-C, as you can see. And then the controller is here. It's extremely light. Now let's check if there's anything else on the box. Nothing else. This unboxing or this box is very, very simplistic. Only included a USB cable and the controller itself. Now the controller is very light, right? It's extremely light. I say it's probably even lighter than my previous controllers, the GameSir controllers, for PC. And of course, it's substantially lighter than a PS5 DualSense. But it feels good in the hands. It feels like the original Xbox controller, so it doesn't feel like PlayStation controller, of course. It feels like the original, like an Xbox One controller. I can definitely feel the button on the back of it right away. So we do have an XR button there, and then an XL. We do have a T for turbo and then an MR and ML. This is the actual Omelet controller. So I like the feeling of it. I love the feeling of it. Arrow, directional arrow is pretty decent. Actually, it's good. It's more than decent. They're not raised so much. However, they provide a really good tactile feeling there. Now you do have a button here on the left side. I assume that's kind of like an option or whatnot. You do have home, and then a minus and a plus, of course, for switch. And then you do have the Y, X, BA buttons for our face buttons right there. For the triggers, you do have R, L, and then ZR and ZL. All right, that's how they label it. You do have the button here. I assume that's the power button. Of course, the USB port and some indicator LEDs for identifying where it's currently connected, right, to a switch, to an Android, or to a Windows. All right, so far I like the feeling of it. The trigger, not so much. I think the trigger has a very small travel, and it's just a button. It's not like a real trigger, like a PS5, analog trigger. It feels like it's just a button. Let me go ahead and turn it on, and let's see if it works. All right, so as you can see, just a single press on the power button turns it on right away. You do have those lights that are kind of like a Mac, giving me MacGyver vibes, but LED everywhere. Now this is the crystal buttons that they're talking about. It's pretty good, right? When it's turned off, it's not as obvious, but right now it's like the X, Y, A, B, which is like switch again, orientation, is being magnified, and it looks great. Now you do have some ring lights on the sticks as well, on the joystick, and I believe those are changeable as well. Now let me go ahead and try to connect it to my Steam Deck here, and let's see if it works. All right, now it's very easy to pair. As soon as you hold the power button, right, it's gonna scan, it's gonna be like visible for Bluetooth, and it will be able to pair right away to your Steam Deck. Now I just tap it, Steam Deck, and it's done. It's already connected right away. And now, as you can see, it can control my Steam Deck. Now, one thing that I'm just, really surprising for me, of course, and for a lot of other users out there, is this is AB, right? And then XY, but they actually function, at least for Steam Deck, they actually function exactly like what A and B are, exactly like on Steam Deck, right? A and B. So that means that this is definitely A and this is B. So it's kind of like inverted. Whenever you wanted to confirm, you have to press the A again, like switch, and then B for cancel. So that's just a little stuff. But let me go ahead and try to play though a game, and let's see if it's going to work right out of the box. All right. Now that's what am I playing right now? I believe Cold of Steel 2. All right, let me go ahead and try to launch that, and let's see if it's going to be able to control that without any problem. So it says it's detecting a controller. It says right now, Steam input is translating your external controller to the Legend of Heroes Tricycle. This means that you may not see controller eclipse that match your controller. So it detected that you do have a controller, or you're using a controller, an external controller, and let's go ahead and see if it'll be able to work. Pretty good in the hands. It has charge right out of the box. I did not need to charge it anymore. It looks good. Works great. Just absolutely kind of like the same as the controller, and no problem. Okay, analog sticks are working great. As you can see, that's good. Okay, everything works out of the box. All right, so I'm using the controller right now. Let's see. Omelet Gaming. Okay, so analog sticks are working great, no problem. Y, exactly works like Y, B works like B. It's exactly like what the controller that I have on Steam Deck, although everything is inverted because of the switch, right? So it's just like flip like that, and this just flip like so, but it works. Now the button on the top, okay, RB works great as well. Let me try if we can go out and run around. So again, this is Steam Deck. This is Trails of Cold Steel 2. We're just checking the controller, this Omelet Gaming controller, if it works great. So, all right, okay. So run, or the RB works perfect, no problem.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
So if you put your Steam Deck on a dock, right, you can absolutely use this right away. You don't need to do any configuration or any other special stuff. As soon as you connect it via Bluetooth, Steam Deck detects it right away and works wonder. Right? So that's the option. Works great. Okay. L2 or R2 works great. R2 or L2 works great. Okay, so again, the R2 button and the L2 feels like they're like buttons only, not an analog triggers like on PlayStation. But it works great, but they're very pronounced though, so a little bit of trouble like that. If you notice, it will launch it already, it will activate it, and it's a little bit protruding, right? That's the one that I didn't like it, about it. It's like it's very triggered, very short travel, right? That's what I wanted to say. All right, let me try a fight here, if we can control it good with this.
Probably fish here.
Okay, see something.
Time to clean up this mess. No problem.
All right, so
Severing chains.
okay, it works good. It works good. I believe controller is awesome. Oh, the vibration is really powerful as well. I can feel it's vibrating. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it's vibrating. Let me see. See that? Vibration is very powerful. Cool. All right. I love it. I may actually use it. I might buy a dock and use it, like that. Right now, I don't use the dock. I didn't even bother, looking up and looking for a dock. But this time, since I already have this, might as well try that, and it looks good. All right. So yeah, it works perfectly on your Steam Deck. So if you do have a Steam Deck and you want to use a controller like this, a third-party controller, I think this is one of the great options. Vibration is pretty powerful in this one. You can really feel. It says it has a haptic feedback, it says on the backs, but it's kind of like not like a PS5, haptics or PS5 feedback, but it's pretty good. Kind of like a PS4 controller, a little bit of rumble. But yeah, the lights are pretty nice. As you can see, it's very RGB. You can actually change the colors for that one by pressing the T on the back and then holding the L3 button, right, like the middle of it. So let's try that. For L3, that's the ring lights, and then for R3, that's going to be the face button. So if you press the T on the back and then toggle it here, so as you can see, it changed color into yellow there, green, or light green, and then green. It actually vibrates ever so slightly whenever you press it, telling you that it's it's changing. So blue, and then purple, pink, and then you do have some rainbow colors there if you prefer that, and then it's gonna go back to the red that we have earlier. So let me try the, you can even turn it off as you can see, or you can make it like pulsating. Now if you want to turn this off or you know, turn down the intensity, just press the the T again on the back and press the R3 this time. As you can see, it weakens and then turned off if you prefer it that way, and turn it on again. So let's see actually how it looks like on the dark, because it's pretty good, you know, although there's really like a lot of lights on it. So let me see if it's actually gonna look good. All right, so as you can see, this is how it looks like for the buttons. They're pretty good, although I mean, you know, they're LED, so it's not really gonna impact the battery. I guess it's fine. If you're into RGB, that will definitely satisfy you. If you're not into an RGB, you can turn it off, right? So you do have both worlds there. Let me try on Crisis Core if it's actually gonna work there. This is Crisis Core Reunion, by the way. Game's running at 40 FPS right now. I capped it in 40, that's why. But everything works great, perfectly, right? You don't have to worry about it. It's working just like a normal controller for Steam Deck, or even the built-in controller, albeit the you know, swap or the switched buttons there. Again, you do have some a turbo button there and some customizable keys. If you want to customize it, you just have to press here, holding it, and then pressing the button if you want to make it like a turbo mode of that, right? Or map the button to make it whatever you want. So for example, you wanted it to be A or to be B, you know, which is like the back, right? If you go back, that's the back. For example, you want to make this XL your back button. All you need to do is press this ML here, and then press the button that you would like to do or to map, and then automatically the XL will be basically change into that. It's kind of like a map button, right? So let's try that right now. Press M button here and then B. All right, now this button is supposed to be B now. So let's go ahead and go to our start menu, and pressing this one is now acting like a B, right? Now again, once more, acting like a B. Now this one, now it's not working yet. We'll configure it and make it like a start button. Now you have to press them at the same time. So press the MR button and then press the start. All right, so it's gonna vibrate ever so slightly after that, and that means that this one is now a start button as well. So if you notice, it's now working as start button. So you can definitely customize it to your liking, and that's pretty sweet, right? Start and B, without pressing these buttons, I can now launch start and B, launch start and B, because I configured it in the back. But that's all for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Click the like button if you like this video. Comment down below if you have any questions, any comments, suggestions. I always read my comments there. Subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed yet. But that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and see you on my next one. Peace.